Hello, my battalion and viewers. I'm the Knight of Arcane, and today we're looking at the fourth and final round of the Pokemon Kanto Gym Leader type swaps, as voted on by Patreon. These came out pretty great, and I'm looking forward to going on to the next region. Anyways, let's check out our Pokemon Gym Leader type swaps, shall we? Trainers test their might every day in battle, and while on the gym challenge. And one gym aims to push trainers beyond while they travel. The fighting type gym on the Anglerwood Isles sets up multiple small challenges on the many islands a part of it, taking days to complete before one can face the gym proper. These challenges test both the Pokemon and the trainer themselves, with some claiming if you can't handle them, you have no purpose trying to face the Elite Four. Beating the challenges and the gym trainers allows people the chance to face off and train with the Anglerwood gym leader himself, Blaine. Don't be fooled by this old man. They say he had the chance to be a part of the Elite Four, but turned it down, wanting to see how people fare when they challenge his fighting type gym with his ace, K9. Many say you're not a true trainer if you haven't earned the badge from Blaine, since both him and his challenge teaches the trainers hard and important lessons. You only get the fighting type badge when you earned Blaine's respect. I don't think I had many ideas for Blaine, but one thought I had in general when looking at Blaine is he has some similarities to Master Roshi from Dragon Ball. Granted, it's mainly just the sunglasses and having a mustache, while Roshi also has a beard. Oh, and being bald. So I can kind of imagine this version of Blaine, even though he's going to be mainly a fighting type, he can also have probably a few others. Like you can see him with a Torkoal just lounging on the beach, not being completely like Master Roshi though, because this is of course a kid's game. Master Roshi is of course probably one of the biggest design inspirations for this, though I was looking at an outfit Heihachi from Tekken has that partially inspired it. Granted, it didn't have like a long sleeve. That sleeve is kind of also inspired by Gen from Street Fighter. I definitely want to give him some poofy pants, like how some karate gis have it and all. And I went with 2 belts for uniqueness, I guess. There were times I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to color certain parts, mainly the upper gi part. Tried blacks, tried oranges in different areas. In the end, tried orange with some gray, which is kind of also like one of Master Roshi outfits. His glasses are orange because that is kind of the color usually associated with fighting, besides brown. And didn't really want to use brown up there. Plus, I like the pop of the orange up there. Though I did try blue for a split second, and that made it look a little too much like Eggman. Since Arcane is his ace, I wrote in the lore a fighting type version, which takes part of Taekwondo, which I know is a different, not Japanese, but it's a fighting style, so. And then, of course, the A9 to make K9. I might take that name for something else in the future. And Anglerwood, I'd still put him on an island, and I just did kind of like how there's Cyan Wood. I know that Cyan is partially because of cyan. I just chose a tree. Saw a cool image of an angler tree, and decided just to use that as partially the inspiration. Why there's multiple islands, because it had a lot of cool branches. Overall, even if he looks a lot like Master Roshi, our fighting type gym leader Blaine is one not to be underestimated in a fight. This weekly video was voted on by the patrons over on Patreon, who, starting at $3 a month, can vote on monthly and weekly art polls like this one, get early access to content, and get monthly art rewards starting with character headshots. So if you can, head over to Patreon to become a patron today. Every little bit helps. Anyways, now back to the video. Orpiment City is a strange place. On the surface, it seems to run very smoothly. A clean place with huge technological advances, promoted and sponsored by the electric gym leader, Giovanni. Yet, many shady people can be found along the outskirts, while in the city itself, gambling is heavily promoted. It seems to be the only city with the lowest sightings of Team Rocket members, at least reported. No one truly knows that Giovanni works very closely with Team Rocket, making deals with them and other criminals to help line his pockets. He seems pretty untouchable, having many deals with criminals and businesses, but he's still an impressive gym leader. His Raijin is considered a pseudo-legendary, and is one of the strongest aces in Kanto. It seems Giovanni currently has a major deal helping Team Rocket, with something that involves Obsidian City. And the electric gym leader seems to know Team Rocket's main forces aren't in Kanto, but in Johto instead. Conflict seems to be on the horizon, and Orpiment City's gym leader doesn't care, since he'll be scoring big if all goes as promised. If there was any gym leader you didn't want to mess with, Giovanni would be one of them. And you don't cross him easily. Honestly, Giovanni as the electric gym leader was probably one of the first spots. It's pretty funny if you think about it, since Team Rocket in the anime is so obsessed with getting Pikachu for him. Though technically in this he's not the leader of Team Rocket. In a way, I see this version being kind of like Roman in Ruby. Sure, he's a master criminal and he's working with the big evil guys, but he's not like the leader. I don't know, just the vibes I got when working on this. He is probably unrecognizable a little bit as Giovanni. While there is some facial stuff that's still used, he does have a different hairstyle, with part of it being also a lighter gray color, and then also spikier a bit. But I did want to make him very interesting and different, especially after Blaine kind of looking a little same. I did look up some gangster outfits and found this nice one with like a suit vest, a pinstriped shirt, and tie that I used as inspiration, and then also gave gloves. I did partially think about giving him a scarf, but since Sabrina had a scarf, and that's a little too much like one of his already official ones, didn't do it. But I did still want to give him a fedora, or at least some sort of hat, which I put a little storm cloud and lightning bolts in, kind of like when people have feathers in their hats. I wasn't entirely sure what colors to use a little bit. I did try to use more yellows at first, but decided to go with more of a storm color palette. So I used more colors in like the blues as like the main colors, along with like the dark gray, almost bluish colors, and then use yellows and oranges as like accents that help it still read as electric, kind of like how Volkner looks. Orpiment City comes from a yellowish crystal, which I did see can be found in Nevada, which works really well since it has Vegas, and Giovanni is still connected to crime. I had like a few ideas for the Rhyhorn evolution without Thunderstone, had Ray Dawn, Ray Zuma, but I settled on Rai Jin. Partially being inspired by Ray Jin from Japanese mythology, the god of lightning, thunder, and storms. Which will help make for a very interesting design when I figure this out in the future. While my electric type Giovanni design is a bit unique and a little different than his While my electric Giovanni design might not look too much like the Giovanni we know of, we can almost see it as a look into his past. And I think he does look like a smooth criminal. And that was our last Pokemon Kanto Gym Leader type swaps. Though I will be working on a compilation for all 8 of these designs, which will have some new art for it. And if you'd like to see that new art early once it's done, along with being able to vote for the next swap, and maybe see us start on the Johto region soon, then head over to our Patreon and become a patron today. And if you liked what you saw, then leave a like and subscribe to join our growing little Arcane town to be in the know for future videos, updates, and events. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later!